So honored to have on the line with me today, founding member, as a matter of fact, founder of Lonestar, Dean Sams. Dean, how are you, man?
Man, I'm doing awesome. Thanks for your time today.
It's such an honor to have you. I have been a fan of Lonestar from as early as I can remember. I still, to this day, get requests for your songs, and we play "Come Crying to Me," "Running Away with My Heart." I mean, you name it, we're playing it. And this area is a big Lonestar area. So this interview that we're doing, just so everyone knows, is as much as I love Dean and I love Lonestar and would take a phone call from any of the members at any point. There is a reason that we're talking, Dean. You're coming to our area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is happening. Luhrs Center in Shippensburg. And I'm going to be completely honest. I typically keep up with the local concert scene like you wouldn't believe. But this one snuck up on me and scared me in a good way. I turned around like, whoa, wait a minute. Lonestar's coming to the Luhrs Center? Holy cow.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this show that we're bringing to town is it's going to sound like a sales pitch, but I'm as honest as I can be. It is not a sales pitch. It is the best show that we put together in our career. For the first time in our career, we have all 10 of our number one songs in the show.
Nice.
That's never happened before. So the fans are going to get to hear all 10 of them, and then, we've outside of that, we've had 22 top 10 singles total in our career, so they're going to get to hear a lot of those. And then we always add a few little wrinkles, a few surprises that I'll just put it this way. They're going to hear 12 number one songs in this show.
Unbelievable.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, that would get me there. I'm already going to be there, but that'll get me there knowing that there's two songs that went number one, and I'm going to be like, okay, this is trivia to me. What are we going to hear? And that's going to be an amazing amount of fun. Let me give you the details, everyone, because you're going to want to get tickets if you don't have them already. First of all, if you've never been to the Luhrs Center, Dean, I don't think you've ever been there, right?
I don't think so.
Well, it is a top-notch, state-of-the-art facility in Shippensburg. It's an intimate venue. There's not a bad seat in the house, and I've been in pretty much every seat there. September 24th, 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets now, luhrscenter.com. That's Luhrs. So, Dean, take us back just real quick. Let's do a synopsis. You guys have been around since the early 90s. I believe it's 92, 91, 92, right?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I put this band together 30 years ago.
Jeez.
30 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
So 1992.
And how do you think that you guys, and we know obviously hits help, of course, that's amazing, and you have so many of them, as you just said a few minutes ago, but what has caused Lonestar to last so long? Because you guys have literally become, I want to say, add an R to the band, you've become a brand.
That's true. I think it's that. I think our brand Lonestar is synonymous with great songs. Mm-hmm. I think it's synonymous with entertaining, great, we've always, tried to bring the best show every year, and we always try to up what we did the previous year and make it even better. And so it's kind of like, your whatever the best car out there that everybody says the engine's more reliable and it gets the best gas mileage and you can just kind of read the reviews and know that's what you're going to get with that car. That's kind of what you get with Lonestar. I mean, I think it's synonymous with just quality, and I think that at the end of the day comes down to us caring about our fans. I mean, we learned very early on that we have a lot of bosses. If you do it right, you have a lot of bosses, and those bosses are the fans that buy the records, stream the music, listen to you guys playing our music on the radio, and also that come to the shows. And we just try to listen to what they say, what they love about us, and fix what they hate about us, and put our best foot forward always. And that's what people get.
When you guys were coming onto the scene back in 1992, it was, as far as groups go, and I'm sure you guys would agree with this, you would talk to a group and say, well, who was your inspiration? I think you kind of have to say Alabama, but because you're the generation that would follow them. But you guys then became that inspiration for bands that would follow you. That says something to your staying power right there. I know I've heard groups say, well, I mean, you got to think about Lonestar for crying out loud.
Well, that's nice of you to say, and whoever else is saying that. I just know that we love what we do. We were so inspired by a lot of different people. You mentioned Alabama was huge, inspiration to us. Me personally, Ronnie Millsap was the reason I started playing piano.
Wow, yeah.
And my first song I ever learned to play on the piano was "Stranger in My House" by him. And so, there's a lot of influences and great artists that came before us that we learned from and that we're inspired by. And to know that, there are some younger artists. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they mentioned this artist that's out now, and obviously is one of our bigger artists in country music now, Kane Brown. And and I said, oh, I got a funny story about him. They said, what's that? And I said, well, years before he came out, sometimes people will hashtag if they cover one of our songs or something, they put it up on YouTube or something. And I was just looking at those one night, and I came across this young guy. He was looked like he was in a closet or something. Had a guy playing guitar, and he was singing. And he was singing "Amazed," and I didn't know who he was at the time, but I basically just went on to his site and I commented, "Hey, this is Dean with Lonestar. Just want to say thanks for covering our song and best of luck in your music career." And it turned out to be Kane Brown, and he's obviously gone on to have a very successful career, and he's kind of one of our hot guys out now. And so it's funny you see all these big artists that are out now that before they were who they are now, were covering our music, and so that is truly we take that as a big compliment.
Yeah, and he's doing okay for himself, really, Dean, when you think about it.
Yeah, I think he's doing just fine.
Yeah, he's not going to have to worry. We're talking with Dean Sams, and we're not going to take up too much of his time. September 24th, 7:30 p.m. Everyone here who is hearing this is within a short drive to the Luhrs Center in Shippensburg on the campus of Shippensburg University. Dean is the founding member of Lonestar. Lonestar taking the stage, 7:30 p.m. Tickets, luhrscenter.com. Dean, there's so much history that you guys have, and and I know you as well, you could talk for hours about everything that you guys have accomplished throughout your career, 10 number ones, 20, top tens. The list goes on, and I will be singing along to every single song that you guys play. But let's talk about now. So describe the Lonestar experience to me now, and let me preface by saying I remember when I first got into radio back in the early 2000s. One thing I heard when it came to shows was you're hard-pressed to find a more entertaining show than Lonestar. I'm sure that's still the case, but take us up to Lonestar now.
Well, the music itself, was going to keep people, entertained. There's so many great songs, and I know a lot of people associate, just because we've had some massive hit ballads, and so a lot of people think ballads, okay, Lonestar, but we had tons of great up-tempo hit songs. Front Porch Looking In, What About Now, No News, Mr. Mom, the Come Crying to Me, You're Like Coming Home. There's so many up-tempo songs, Running Away with My Heart, and then just some really great, mid-tempo things like Tequila Talkin', Everything's Changed, really great story songs. So there's a little bit of everything music-wise for the fans. And then we're just very interactive with the audience. I know I do a lot of interaction with the crowd during our shows, and sometimes we had a fan recently. They were way back. We were playing in the theater, and they were way towards the back, and they had yelled out something, and so I was having trouble hearing them. So I jumped off stage and literally ran all the way back there to where they were, and got in the middle of the crowd with them. It's that there's a little bit of. Our show is somewhat structured, but there are moments that will just be off the cuff that we're very fan engaged. with whatever's going on with them. And it just makes for a lot of fun. And then you add to it, we added a video production element to our show this year where, so from a production side, there's, just some cool visuals to go along with the great music. And it's just there's something for everybody. And our encore, I'm going to be a little presumptuous and hope that we get to the end of the show, the regular part of the show, the fans want a little more.
Yeah.
The encore will hit people out of left field, but it is so cool. And, the fans, the looks on their faces when we get into it, what we do, has just been priceless and just been a big highlight of the show altogether. So it's a lot of fun. We like to say the louder they are, the longer we play.
There you go.
And if everybody hadn't gotten their tickets, they need to get their tickets. They're going to go fast, but it's going to be a great night of music.
Well, what's amazing is folks, let me tell you, this date right here, September 24th, I was just looking at your schedule, Dean, is pretty much smack dab in the middle of your tour.
Yes.
So if it's a pyramid, you've reached the top when you hit Shippensburg. 7:30 p.m., September 24th, luhrscenter.com. Get your tickets. It's Luhrs. That's how you spell it. Dean, I cannot wait to see you and all the guys of Lonestar, not just on stage, but get to talk to you and shake some hands. And, because you guys were, you didn't just inspire other artists. I'll put it that way. We on the radio too, those songs really hit us deep. And I can, every song, and I know you have these and everyone listening does, but when you hear a particular song, Amazed, Come Crying to Me, you can remember specific instances with great detail where you were. That's the power of music, and I don't think there's anything more powerful than a good Lonestar hit.
Well, I really appreciate those awesome words from you, and I look forward to seeing you in person at the show on the 24th, and we'll be chatting backstage, but look forward to seeing everybody out. It's going to be a great time, so look forward to that for sure.
September 24th, Shippensburg, PA, luhrscenter.com. Dean, thanks for your time today, buddy.
Hey, good talking to you.